everyone, welcome back to the cruise with Esther. My name is Esther Egwavoin, and today we have some immigration news that could affect thousands of people around the world who are hoping to work in the United States. So on Friday, September 19, 2025, President Donald Trump signed a proclamation called Restriction on Entry of Certain Non-Immigrant Workers. So the headline here is that the United States will now require a $100,000 payment for new H-1B visa petitions starting September 21, 2025. So this is actually a very huge change. So let us, sit down, take some time to unpack what this actually means. So first of all, let me quickly explain the H-1B lottery. So the H-1B visa is a program that allows highly skilled foreign workers to come to the United States for jobs in fields like technology, engineering, healthcare, and research. So every year, the government sets aside about 85,000 visas. So 65,000 is for general applicants and 20,000 is for people with advanced United States degrees. So because so many people actually apply, far more than the number of visas that are available, the US uses a lottery system, a random selection to decide who gets picked to move forward in the process. So when we say the H-1B lottery, we are talking about this annual drawing that determines who gets a chance at one of those limited spots available. So now let's talk about what the proclamation actually does. So starting, 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time on September 21, 2025, any new H-1B petition must include a $100,000 payment. So this applies to the 2026 lottery and to any new H-1B petitions that are filed after that date. The Department of Homeland Security and the Department of State have instructed to coordinate and enforce this change. So agencies like USCIS, Customs and Border Protection, and the Department of State have already issued guidance to offices around the world to make sure that this rule is implemented. Now, here is actually what the rule does not do. It does not apply to visas that were already issued. It also does not apply to petitions filed before September 21. It does not change fees for H-1B renewals. It does not stop the current H-1B holders from traveling in and out of the United States. So, in short, this only affects new petitions going forward. The Trump administration says, this is about protecting American workers and fixing what they see as abuses in the H-1B system. So critics of the H-1B program argue that some companies use it to bring in lower cost workers instead of hiring Americans. So the $100,000 fee is meant to discourage what the government views as frivolous or excessive applications. So the idea is that if a company is willing to pay that huge amount of money just to file, it means they are truly serious and are only using the program for the very best, foreign talent. But here is the controversy. Many small businesses and startups actually rely on international workers, and this high cost could, shut them out of the process completely. So that means, fewer opportunities for skilled immigrants and possibly fewer innovations in industries that actually depend on global talent. So the proclamation is, this is actually just the beginning. It also outlines further steps that the administration plans to take. So the Department of Labor will propose a raising prevailing wage levels. So that means companies will have to pay foreign workers higher salaries than before. And the Department of Homeland Security will redesign the lottery system to prioritize higher skilled, higher paid workers over those in the lower wage levels. So, and there are also other reforms under discussion that will be announced in the coming months, hopefully. So this tells us that the H-1B program is heading towards big changes, not just in cost, but in how workers are selected and paid. So guys, let's wrap this up. For anyone, you know, planning to apply for the H-1B visa in 2026 and beyond, the landscape has just changed in a major way. So that $100,000 payment could make it harder for many to even get into the lottery. And future reforms may shift the program even more towards only the highest paid, highest skilled applicants. So guys, what do you think? Is this a good move that will protect American jobs, or is it unfairly shutting out talented people who could contribute to the US? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you found this video, you know, helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might be affected, and don't forget to subscribe to The Cruise with Esther for more updates on US immigration, visas, and green card news. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.